Some of us, most of us, are crippled by the fears that we face in our lives. I mean, when we come face to face with something that we are afraid of, something that we are unsure of, something that we don't know about, something that we think that is bigger than us, it cripples us. Some of us are like the deer that's running across the road. Have you ever been down the country road in the darkest of the darkest of the darkest night, and there's a deer out there on the road, and your headlights shine in the face of the deer, and the deer just stop and look at you? That's like some of us. When we come face to face with the fears of our life, we become like the deer and stop dead in the road and looking at our fears, unafraid to move to the left or the right or to get a right, and oftentimes we get ran over by our fears. Fears come, paralyze us. When something comes, something happens in our life, and it's just out of the ordinary, unexpected happen, it freezes us. And we don't know what to do. We just stand there and look, frozen. But in order for us to be successful, we must not allow fear to be a factor in our lives. I'm going to say that one more time because y'all didn't say nothing, but one person said amen. We must not allow fear to be a factor in our lives. Faith will lead you to success. Fear will always lead you in the dust. Amen. Y'all know, I used to watch till it just got too gory for me to watch Fear Factor. Now, can you imagine me getting in the tub or bed with some creepy, crawling bugs, eating snake? Lord have mercy, Jesus. High heights. I would just say some people will do some foolish things for some money. Amen. This thing about fear destroys us and defeats us. Fear. Fear, young and old, are impacted by fear. The oldest of us and the strongest of us and all of mankind has been impacted by fear. Everybody is afraid of something. Everybody. There's something in our lives that we are afraid of. It took me a long time to figure out that I really was afraid of success. Did y'all understand that? I had a problem with that. I was afraid. What if, right? I was afraid to be successful until I realized that wasn't the problem in my life. If I am, in fact, a child of God, that should not be a factor in my life. Sister Zelma been fussing at me for 23 plus years to finish my degree, right? 23 years, that's a long time to be fussing at somebody to do something so simple and so easy, right? And so this year, I decided to go down to the Institution of Higher Learning and take all of my transcripts and sit there with a counselor and figure out what it is that I needed to do. And because of fear, I have not in 23 years, right? Let's add some more time to that. Dr. Thurman brought me here in 1989 to be a minister in training, to go to school and to get a degree, a master's of divinity, and work on my doctorate since 1989. We are 2023, right? Amen. And I've been to some higher learners of institution. I went to the university, sat down with the counselor, and she went over all of my transcript and compiled all of my credits. And she said, "Sir, all you need is 6 classes and you could graduate." All this time, I'm afraid of success. Everything else get in the way of me being successful. And the success is just completing a simple old degree. Fear is an emotional response. And not only is it an emotional response, it is a powerful emotional response that is contained in all of us who are human beings. And because it is a powerful emotional response that is in us, Satan uses it against us. Our fear, so Satan has successfully used it to manipulate us, to derail us, to keep us off course from what God has given us to do. Fear is a powerful human what? Emotion. And Satan has used that to derail us, to manipulate us, to keep us off track of what God has given us to do. Found this acronym for fear. It says fear is false evidence of appearing real. Fear is the false evidence of appearing real. Fear is the false emotion of appearing real. Fear is the false expectation of altering reality. Fear foolishly erases all reasoning. Fear, fear, fear. And many of us cannot walk in faith because of fear.